Can I begin by welcoming you all to this particular showcase event, the AgriFood ATP. ATP means lots of different things, apart from Advanced Training Partnership. Those of you who are biologists know that it also means something to do with energy. But after last night and Murray's win, ATP also stands for one of the tennis tournaments, which is particularly important as well. And so what we're going to be talking about is the Advanced Training Partnership today. So just to introduce myself, I'm Jerry Roberts, and I have a responsibility for the ATP. I'm director of the ATP. Although all the hard work is done by others, I'm just the person who waves the baton, I think, in terms of the orchestra. And I want to begin by just saying a few things about the day. So it's going to be videoed, and there are also going to be photographs. If people, for whatever reason, don't want to have themselves videoed or photographed, if they can let us know, if they've said to other people that they're elsewhere, for example. You've got an event pack, and included in that is quite a lot of information, things like course flyers. There are a limited number of these, but if people want more, then we can provide them. It's very important in the ATP to get feedback for people who go on the courses, but also to get feedback for all the events, including this type of event. So if you could take the time at the end of the day to provide us with some feedback, you've got a form in the pack, that would be really very helpful. There will be lunch. Lunch is actually served outside, but we're very happy for people to go downstairs and take their lunch downstairs and chat or bring it in here. And there will be all of the presentations loaded on the ATP website after the event. And there is also a hashtag here for people who are tweeters. Although in agriculture it should be tweet with an H and an E and an A, I think. So I just want to spend a couple of minutes talking about the ATP. I think many of you are aware of the origins of the ATP, and I'm sure that David will tell us a little bit more, but this was an innovative idea that came from BBSRC, and they have invested a large sum of money, £12 million in this programme, and the aim is to provide flexible, and flexibility is really important to all the ATPs, flexible training to individuals who work in the agri-food industry. The thought was to try and increase the skill set of people in the industry, and this was through a whole variety of different type of training materials. One-day courses, work-based courses, distance learning, research placements and secondments, and this is at a postgraduate level, and the idea is that people will be able to accumulate credits and, if they wish, build to master's degrees and take it as far as professional doctorates. So what we're talking about today is a vast training process that will upskill people in industry and can also lead to formal qualifications, if that's what people want to do. We're here to talk about the Nottingham Consortium AgriFood ATP, but I think it's only right that we should point out that there are three others. There's one based that Aberystwyth is leading on sustainable and efficient food production, and that's particularly around pasture-based agriculture and increasing efficiency in beef, sheep and dairy farming. There's one which is led by the University of Reading on food quality and health, and that's particularly looking at the food chain all the way from production to consumption. And the third one is led by the Royal Vet College, and that focuses on the pig and poultry industry, and it's to provide specialist training to veterinarians and also other animal scientists. And I would encourage all of you to actually look at their websites and also see the opportunities that might be available for colleagues to join those ATPs. And the scheme is such that if people actually do modules at one ATP, they can be recognised by all the others. So it's seamless in terms of how it operates. In terms of the consortium running the AgriFood ATP, which is led by Nottingham, those are the 4 main contributors. And just a little bit about their background. We're on the Sutton Bonington campus of the University of Nottingham, and it's got a long-standing history of working in the agri-food area. Last year we celebrated 100 years of work in that area. I wasn't there at the outset, just in case people think I look as if I'm 100. Cranfield University, obviously a leading provider of postgraduate training in agriculture and environment. They're one of the partners. Harper, a leading provider in HE, sustainable food chain, rural economy and land-based studies. And the 4th member of the consortium, Rothamsted Research. Nottingham's had a long-standing link with Rothamsted, and as you can see there, the largest agriculture research centre for sustainable crop management, and also the oldest. When this ATP was put together, the first soundings were taken from the industry. So people who are sitting around these tables who were involved at the outset took soundings and asked a variety of industry and other communities what they wanted from this. And I think that's been very important in terms of developing our ATP. Those are just a snapshot of some of the contributors. So all of those people have helped shape, and those companies have helped shape where we are today. And the message that came back was we want a whole variety of training types of approaches, and we also wanted something which would go throughout the agri-food chain from the people who are producing to the people who are retailing. And that's something that we intend to deliver, and the intention is to take it all the way through. And Debbie, when she talks in more detail, will explain how we're going to do that. So that's just a brief background to the ATP. I would like to welcome you very much for coming. This morning we're going to hear a series of presentations, and then there'll be an opportunity for you to get involved in a more hands-on way so that you can see what the ATP is doing. We do value very much your feedback. It's a process which is going to develop over the coming years, and I hope you have a great day.